Alright, this should be a really cool video. This is a large tract at Panther Hollow. Looks like tract 6. And this map shows that it's 22 acres, so definitely one of the bigger tracts out at Panther Hollow. We're at the southwest corner. We're looking directly at the property. There's a little section of meadow at the southwest corner. And then the majority of the property, 95% of the property, is heavily wooded with mostly hardwood trees, but some cedar groves as well. So red oak, white oak, hickory, walnut, pecan. We've found all those hardwoods out here, and there are cedar trees as well. That little structure you see just to the right of the road that's on the property, that's just an old feeder, either for cattle or deer. This Panther Hollow was about 800 acres, and it was used basically as a family farm. There were some cattle, and they used it for hunting as well. The family did. Gorgeous, gorgeous property. So we're looking northeasterly over the property. The truck itself is parked at about the southwest corner. We tried to park it right at about the southwest corner. That's the county road nearby. It's just a few hundred yards off the county road. And then looking again northeasterly at the property, which begins just on the other side of that Easement Road. Looking to the south, you can see the county road on the right, Easement Road on the left, and then back to the property itself. So looking northeast, again, that section of field you see just on the other side of the road is on the property, and the red truck is parked at about the southwest corner of the property. It's fantastic having that little section of meadow right there, because it means you can pull directly off the Easement Road onto your property. You don't have to mess around with creating a driveway or a site if you don't want to. Certainly you have that option. I mean, you've got a large tract, so you're going to have dozens of potential sites for camping and hunting. But the fact that you have that open meadow, excuse me, that extends several hundred feet back into the property means it's a usable property immediately. Pull back there with your truck and your camper and get set up. We're looking northerly. You'll see some nice hardwood trees on this property. We're seeing that right now. This is a wintertime video, obviously, which is great because we can tell when the leaves are off, but there hasn't been any recent logging out here. We're not seeing a bunch of tops or limbs. There's a nice cedar grove. So the property is the highest basically at the southwest where the meadow is. As you go easterly from there, it slopes down, and there's actually a valley that goes through the middle of the property. We're looking directly up that valley right now. Cedar trees on one side, hardwood on the other. And so that valley forms actually a tiny little creek bed which flows southeasterly and eventually into Bryant Creek. There's the creek bed. I'm hoping we get down and try to get a look at that. Just looking at the topo map on this property, it's easy to tell that it's going to have some cool rock features in that valley area, potentially some springs. There's been many caves found in this area, and this has the right topography for that. So if that's something that you're interested in, it'd be a good property to thoroughly explore for caves or cave features. So that does appear to be the little creek bed. Oh, there's some water in the creek bed. Okay. Hard to tell from the air if it's actually flowing. There's definitely water in the... It looks like it's flowing. So it's likely not a year-round creek bed. It's probably a seasonal creek. But it looks like it was flowing when this video was made. And looking up the creek bed. The property has a large amount of Easement Road frontage. Starting at the southwest side and going all the way around the west and north side of the property. And the property is basically level by the road and then slopes down toward the center where that valley is. So you've got a large level area at the southwest corner where the truck is. Slopes down to the valley and then levels out at the southeast side. Trying to get my direction straight. So on the right, we're looking westerly, so as you look to the right, the north side of the valley, we've got a large ridge of cedar on the property. Looks like we're going to go down and take a look at that. Huge deer out here. It's just an excellent, excellent location for deer. We see turkey out here all the time as well. I think we've just shot over the Easement Road. There we go, we're back to the Easement Road. So now we're looking into the sun, so things look a little dark. The guys are out there. The roads were already in existence. They've been out there for a couple hundred years probably, but they're widening those out and shaping those a little bit. So the roads themselves might look a little different when you get out there. Excellent tract and a great, great location. Only about 45 miles east of Springfield, Missouri. The little town of Mansfield is, I guess, about 10 miles to the northeast. And you got the slightly bigger little town of Ava, Missouri, a few miles to the southeast. So now looking northerly, property on the right side of the road. Fairly good chunk of meadow area, and then the balance is wooded. It's gorgeous, gorgeous property. Investment quality land that you can use for hunting, camping. Certainly it is buildable, subject to the standard property covenants that you can see on the listing page. If you have any questions, well, please check out the full listing page. If you haven't seen it, we've got maps, we've got, I'm sure, other videos, all kinds of information. And then if you have any questions, just let us know.